So I'm making this video to basically say that the reason why I believe that no one will believe my truth is because the world hates me because I'm chosen by God. So if the world hated God first, I basically assume that, of course, the world is also going to hate me, because even if I did speak my truth about things or whatever, I didn't expect people to believe me. Why? Because when you're anointed and you're chosen by God, the world hates God. So that was my only expectation. I didn't really have any other expectations. But secondly, I'm going to expose this because it needs to be said. So the person that raised me growing up, my two parents that raised me growing up, their new family is Diddy. So Diddy's family and his two daughters have become now the parents that raised me. Those parents are now the Combs twins' dad and mom. And I need to expose this because there's a narrative with jealousy going on. And people are jealous of Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson is technically the person that raised me growing up, who was classified as my dad at the time. But that is not my dad anymore. But the reason why I'm making this video is because this is also a part of the truth that needs to be exposed. So the dad that raised me growing up is now the Combs twins' new dad. And his wife, or his better wife, whatever wife he's married to, is basically the mom of the Combs twins as well. And how do I know this? Because I was praying, I speak in tongues, I read the Rema. Those are the only two things that I do on a consistent basis. And because I was doing that, this one time, like recently, just now, I was praying and God told me to expose this on YouTube. So the person that raised me in my childhood, that person is the Combs twins' new dad. Because apparently Diddy is not coming out of prison and he's stuck in there for the rest of his life. And so they need new parents, and they love the parents that raised me. So that is now their new parents, right? But because of that, there is people online that are jealous of that. So the more that I pray, the more that blessing is being brought to him. So the more that I pray, the more that I read the Rema, those blessings that are for him are being brought to him closer. And I keep doing it because one thing about me, I know if something is meant for someone, no one can stop that. It doesn't matter if you don't like it. It doesn't matter if you're jealous. What God said to someone, nobody can say no to. What God says yes to, no one can say no. So the reason why I'm exposing this is because there's some jealousy going around when it comes to this, and it needs to be exposed. I'm not understanding why, there's so much jealousy when it comes to that, because at the end of the day, the facts are the facts. The truth is the truth. And what God says yes to, nobody can say no. It really doesn't matter if you can agree to disagree. It really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the truth is, the people that raised me in my childhood, those people are now, including my Aunt Miriam as well. That was my aunt previously, right? But she is now the aunt of the Combs twins. So this is her new family. This is something that she prayed for. This is something that she wanted God to give her. And she told me this in person. And not only that, secondly, but the dad that raised me in my childhood is now the Combs twins' new dad. And the reason why I'm exposing this is because I don't understand why there's so much jealousy. And I know you can see it even yourself, that there is people that are extremely jealous because of this blessing that's being given to the family that raised me in my childhood. And I think that it needs to be exposed, because for me, I think the animosity that I see around that, all of it is because of that. And as I was praying, God told me, I need you to expose this on YouTube. And I need you to tell everybody about this, because this needs to be talked about. Because there's too many people that are jealous over that. And I think that it's weird. And I am a serious prayer warrior. I'm like very similar to my ancestors. When I pray, I never stop speaking in tongues. It's just a consistent prayer. I don't even understand what I'm saying. When I'm praying, it's just very consistent. This is why they classify me as a lion. Because when I'm praying, when I'm speaking in tongues, I never stop. When I read the Rema, I never stop. It's very consistent. And so because of that, God was telling me in prayer that this needs to be exposed. So I'm here now exposing it. And yeah.